So I wasn't intending to disappear for so long, but I just kind of got busy with a bunch of stuff. But I did manage to get Tegnari as a free 5-star before the event ended, so that's good. And last weekend was actually my birthday, so I decided to splurge a bit. So I'm gonna go for Nefer, and there's only less than 30 minutes left of the banner, so I kind of had to do this now. But I do have her guaranteed because I was able to get enough to pay for her. I still want to get her a weapon though, so hopefully I'll have enough for that afterwards. But first, 10 pool. I already have one of those actually. And so another Eye of Precipitation, so R2 for that, and lastly Star Glitter. I'm actually kind of hoping to get a couple of collies from this though, and I already have the other guy whose name I can't pronounce. So I guess it'd be good to get some constellations on him too. And that's the guy I have. Shu? I am horrible at pronouncing foreign names. So that's the one for him now.
Trainee Forest
There's
Ranger
the first
Kale
collie.
reporting for duty.
We'll see how many more collies we get by the end of this. A 4-star bow. We'll see what Russ is able to do after that. Second collie. So see one so far. Ooh, right off the bat. And Sacrificial Sword. So that's good. First double 4-star, and another constellation for Kali. And there's C3, right? I already lost count. And Range Slasher. back-to-back double 4-stars. And here's gold.
I am Kuching, Yuhung, of the Liga Chising. We live in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten. Join me. Let us bear witness to this historical moment together.
So that's a bust, but at least I have enough to guarantee, though. Oh, and at least a 4-star. Another collie. Sacrificial Greatsword.
Hello, I'm Yao Yao, a lowly disciple of the Adeptus Streetwear Rambler. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you encounter any difficulties outdoors, then let me help you. Oh, by the way, I brought some fried radish balls with me. Help yourself. Don't eat too many, though. Too much oily stuff is hard work for your body. If you're still hungry, I also brought a freshly washed radish and some vinegar. So I could make you a shredded radish salad if you want.
And the only 4-star on this banner that I don't really care about at all. At least I got a Sacrificial Greatsword with it.
Hey boss, the name's Gaming. I'm a guard from the communications office. So, all this needs shipping, right? No, you grab a seat and have some tea. I'll get these packed up for you, no problem. It'll only take me a minute, then we can get the delivery scheduled. Oh, and if you ever want to book a wushu dance, me and my crew are available in a heartbeat. The troupe's called the Mighty Mythical Beasts, and I'm the head. Not to brag or anything.
So first non-banner 4-star. And it's Gaming, which I'm pretty sure was one of the characters my friend actually liked. And this should be enough if I'm not mistaken. Up right off the bat, there
Pleasure
we
to
go.
meet you. I'm Nefer, head of the Curatorium of Secrets. You may have heard a few rumors about me, but don't let that trouble you. Fact or fiction, I assure you it won't impact our collaboration.
Let's see if I can get anything else out of this. And another yo-yo. Oh, but R1 Sacrificial Greatsword. Not Greatsword, Sacrificial Sword. Yeah. And I wanted to pull for Nefer because I remember watching the non-cry like drip marketing, and she was the character I felt like I connected with the most out of that. Kind of like her vibe dealing with secrets and telling stories and stuff. So I'm glad I was able to actually save up for her. And because this is the first 5-star that I'm actually pulling for in this account, I wanted to get her a weapon to go along with her. Which I might have enough to actually do for a guarantee, but here's hoping. Don't know the exact amount. Oh, another rust. Sacrificer's Staff? That's when the non-cry opens, right? Bonius Warbow.
My name is Chong Yoon. My family has practiced the art of exorcism in Liyue for many generations. Fate has been generous in allowing my path to cross with that of your distinguished self. Oh, no, my services are free of charge.
So another 4-star and another character from Leeway. And then a second Sacrificer's Staff to go along with it. I'm getting a lot of Sacrificer's Staffs, huh? Another Favonius Warbow. Favonius Lance. So triple, nice. A bell. Oh, and a second bell.
Sayu, Shumatsuban at your disposal. Phew. But if you don't need me right now, I'm gonna grab some sleep. Nope, no need to tuck me in. I need the extra room to grow into.
And another 4-star character. And I think this is the first one from Inazuma, if I'm not mistaken. Moonweaver's Dawn, so I got the non-cry sword now too. And I got Splendor of Tranquil Waters. And it's Furious Weapon. My friend was gonna hate me after that. Another Funniest Warbow. Skydiver Sword. 8 minutes left to pull for this. Another Moonweaver's Dawn. Sacrifice your staff. I might have enough sacrifice the staff to R5 after this if I don't already. Another bell. Skip. And that's actually my first Dawning Frost. So I have that if I don't manage to get Reliquary of Truth yet. Another Moonweaver's Dawn. Another bell. And another Yao Yao. Really would prefer somebody other than Yao Yao there though. And another Moonweaver's Dawn. Gold. Come on. And this should be it, right? And there it is, Reliquary of Truth. And a final Moonweaver's Dawn. So I got the 5 minutes left on banner.
Have you heard? Storm Terror.
So I got Kachin, or however you pronounce foreign names like that. I got my Nefer, Dagnari from the event, Sayo, Shingyun, Yao Yao, Kale, and another Xingshu, however you pronounce that, and Agami. I'll go ahead and activate the constellations on Kali to see how many I got so forth. Wanted to, I can do another 10 pull, but I don't think it's really worth it. But I could get 5 of those, buy these. Spend 5 of those and have enough to get 4-star if I want to. Yeah, I guess I'll do another 10 pull for a character banner, see if I get lucky or I get another Kali. Come on, Yao Yao. Well, at least I can get a free collie later and get to C5. Get that from Battle Pass.
Ta-da!
Oh, and I can find my Barbara.
Barbara's here. Leave the heal. Ta-da! Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you. Ta-da! Hello. Everything's ready. Let the...
So that's a guaranteed C5 on collie, eventually. And I'm gonna do Nefer's trial to actually learn how to use her before I start building her. So focusing on Lunar Bloom. Nefer is in the party. Bloom reactions triggered by party members are converted to Lunar Bloom, which provides the party with valuable Virtue on top of the standard reaction effects. Nefer herself and certain characters can utilize their talents to consume Verdant Dew to deal Lunar Bloom damage to opponents. This damage can trigger crit hits. After Nefer uses her elemental skills, she will enter a special Shadow Dance state. On this state, Nefer can consume Verdant Dew and hold attack button to initiate Phantom Performance, dealing massive Lunar Bloom damage to opponents. After some time, or after initiating a maximum of 3 Phantom Performances, Nefer will exit the Shadow Dance state. When the party's moonsign level is Ascendant Gleam, Nefer's elemental skill will cause nearby dental cores to be converted into Seeds of Deceit for a certain amount of time thereafter. That's kind of weird language there. All nearby characters will instead generate Seeds of Deceit when triggering Lunar Bloom reactions. When Nefer finishes charging her charge attacks, she will absorb nearby seeds with a set AoE, which will grant her Veil of Falsehood effects, increasing Phantom Performance damage. All parties moon sign and Ascendant Gleam by default during Nefer's character trial. Nefer's Elemental Burst deals AoE Denjo damage, consumes all Veil of Falsehood effects to increase this Elemental Burst instance damage. I really like how she just like kind of dances and glides around opponents like this stuff. So those are the speeds of the sea.
It all falls into place.
Hold her ice and summoning like shadows of herself essentially.
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. Let's see what you're made of.
I didn't really get to see the full burst though. Aina, Lauma, Naina.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ding, dong, wah!
No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
And get right into it like that huh? With charge attacks. You can rely on those bursts there.
Pew, pew! Chew on this! Flash attack!
It all adds up.
Yeah!
Can't hide the truth.
I'm a rock! You're blind! Look, Green! Diana Special!
By the Frostmourne of old. No more lies. Seek within.
And just deal like half that guy's health in one hit. And it switched over while I was doing that, so I don't think I get the rewards from that. I did get to at least learn how Never actually works. I do like Arlecchino as well, and I kind of want to get the Harbingers eventually, but I don't have any more pools right now, and I'm not spending any more money either. So maybe over the course of this next banner period, I can do a couple pulls here and there. Especially because I might want to get Rosario or Lanyon. And I still have a couple more constellations back there too, yeah. I really didn't want Super Yao Yao though. And I definitely didn't want to get more Yao Yaos than even Shanku. Still can't remember this guy's name. And somebody will probably say it once I get to Leeway. Hopefully. And I can actually read the effect of Reliquary of Truth now. So base attack 44, level 1, crit damage 19.2, because her whole thing seems to be based around dealing crit hits with her skills. Essence of Falsality. Crit rate is increased by 8% when the equipping character unleashes an elemental skull, they gain Secret of Lies effect. Elemental Mastery is increased by 80 for 12 seconds. When the equipping character deals Lunar Bloom damage to an opponent, they gain the Moon of Truth effect. Crit damage is increased by 24% for 4 seconds. When both the Secret of Lies and Moon of Truth effects are active at the same time, the results of both effects are increased by 50%. So I get 8% crit rate just by equipping it, and then whenever I use a skill, I get 80 Elemental Mastery. And then whenever I do Luna Bloom, I get 24% crit damage. Well, another 24% crit damage because it already gives me 19.2 crit damage just from equipping it as well. And they're effectively at the same time, they're boosted by 50%, so that's an additional 12% crit damage from the Moon of Truth effect. And another 80 Elemental Mastery if I'm reading that correctly. But I'll go ahead and equip that to Nefer so she can have her weapon though. And I just like the way the Sacrificial Sword looks with Kaya, so I'm gonna get from that. Oh wait, oh yeah, Sword of Deception, I actually managed to link it with my account with my PlayStation again. And I have Slender Tranquil Waters, just because now I guess. No Furina yet. But I do have a Hydro character that uses a sword though. Slender Tranquil Waters also has crit damage for its substat. Dawn and Dusk by the Lake. When the equipping character's current HP increases or decreases, elemental skill damage dealt will be increased by 8% for 6 seconds. Max 3 stacks. This effect can be triggered once every 0.2 seconds. When the other party member's current HP increases or decreases, the equipping character's max HP will be increased by 40% for 6 seconds. Max 2 stacks. This effect can be triggered once every 0.2 seconds. The aforementioned effects can be triggered even if the wielder is off-field. So essentially like a sub-DPS weapon. And from what I've learned about Furina, that is just playing to her strengths. So I don't know if it's actually like amazing on him, but I'm just gonna give it to him anyways. And I have a lot of weapons that I can refine now too. So I can get an RFI Weaver Stun. Actually, what does it do? Attack 6% and Secret Silver's Testament. Increase elemental burst damage by 20% when the equipping character's energy capacity does not exceed 60 or 60 out of 40. Elemental burst damage is increased by an additional 16 to 28%. I'm actually going to have to learn how that works later then. Although off the top of my head I can guess that energy capacity is probably relating to the amount of energy you currently have for your burst. Oh yeah, 20%. So that is related to it in some way, but I still don't know exactly how that works, so I'll look that up later at some point. And I got a couple of rust earlier. Rapid firing. Increase normal attack damage by 40%, but decreases charge attack damage by 10%. And attack 9%. And Fervonius Warbow, which I have 4 of now, so I can R3 that. Windfall, crit hits have 60% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles, which will regenerate 6 energy for the character. Can only occur once every 12 seconds. Guess that's not too bad for a bow character, actually. And probably gets better with refining too. And I'm sure some character can use Rust effectively. Although I don't really rapid fire with my bow set often. Although I should be using more normal attacks. I already know what Eye Precipitation does. But Dawning Frost. I can't believe I only got one Dawning Frost out of all those pulls though. Nocturnal Dreams. For 10 seconds after a charged attack hits an opponent, Elemental Mastery is increased by 72. For 10 seconds after an elemental skill hits an opponent, Elemental Mastery is increased by 48. Okay, no stack though? It doesn't say it can, but it also doesn't say it really can. And crit damage 12% too. So the Emerald Ore that I'm currently using gives me Elemental Mastery 20. Well, 20 Elemental Meta Mastery. I said that weird as fuck. And whenever I cause a reaction with Electro, essentially, well, Frozen is also just Cryo. But essentially, whenever I cause a reaction, attack is increased by 20% for 12 seconds. I might actually go to switch to Dawning Frost for now because I am doing more of an EM build, and crit damage can always be good. And I haven't equipped any weapon to Dignari yet. Actually, Let me read all this to see if rest would be good on him or if it on his will. Normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive shots with a bow. Charge attack performs a more precise aim shot with increased damage. While aiming, the power potential will accumulate on the arrowhead before the arrow is fired. Has different effects based on how long the MP has been charged. Charge level 1 fires off an arrow carrying the power of Flora that deals dendro damage. Charge level 2 fires off a wreath arrow that deals dendro damage. Upon hit, the wreath arrow will create 4 cluster bloom arrows that will track nearby opponents automatically and deal dendro damage. So it seems like he wants to do charge attacks. Technari throws a Bahana Palamine? Palamine? It's horrible with foreign languages still. Technari throws a Bahana Stormheart, a head that deals AoE dendro damage, creating Bahana Kahunda field that creates mysterious illusions that taunt opponents with their and draw their fire. Additionally, Tignari grants Vahana Suffusion effect, which will decrease the wreath arrow's charging time by 2.4 seconds. This effect will dispel once the skill duration ends or after Tignari has fired 3 wreath arrows. Fashioner's Tangle Vine Shaft combines the power of all seeds to fire 6 Tangle Vine shafts that can track opponents and deal dendro damage. After they hit the Tangle Vine shafts will create a secondary ray for Tangle Vine shafts that can also attract nearby opponents and deal dendro damage on hit. And hello to Jennifer in the chat. I'm currently just going through my characters and equipping weapons right now. Maybe some artifacts. I'm doing pretty good. Just pulled for Nefer and for weapon. And I almost had the amount I need exactly as well. So barely scraped by there. I could still buy some more intertwined fates, I guess, with the Matchless Star Glitter though. Yeah. It looks like Val's Warbow is going on him though, because he wants to use his treasure. And Range Slasher, Bane of the Storm, and Tide increase damage against opponents affected by Hydro or Electro by 20%. I don't think I have any Electro or Hydro clan or users, so I don't have to worry about that. Sacrificial Greatsword. Composed. After damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, the skill has a 4% chance to end its own cooldown. It can only occur once every 30 seconds. And the Bell, which I have 4 of. Rebellious Guardian. Taking damage generates a shield which absorbs damage up to 20% of max HP. This shield lasts for 10 seconds or until broken and can only be triggered once every 45 seconds. While protected by the shield, the character gains 12% increased damage. So, Noelle can already get a shield herself, so if that stacks, that's actually pretty good. Sayu... Does Sayu have a shield? I don't know where Sayu is. Sumatsuba Ninja Blade performs up to 4 consecutive strikes. Charge attack during stamina over time, performs spinning attacks against all nearby opponents. At the end of the sequence, performs more powerful slash. So that's basically the same console for more users. Yoo-Hoo Art Fusion Dash. The special technique of the Yoo-Hoo Ninja Art, Sayu curls up into a rolling Foo-Foo wind wheel and smashes into opponents at high speed, dealing animal damage. When the duration ends, you uses a Foo-Foo whirlwind kick, dealing AoE dendro damage. Press enters the Foo-Foo wind wheel state, rolling forward a distance before using the Foo-Foo wind wheel kick. Hold rolls about consecutively in Foo-Foo wind wheel state. increasing Sayu's resistance to disruption while within the state. During this time, Sayu could control the direction of her roll. It can use the skill again to end her wind wheel state early and release a stronger version of the Fufu wind wheel kick. The hold version of the skill can trigger elemental absorption. The skill has a maximum duration of 10 seconds and enters cooldown once it affects. The longer Sayu remains in her wind wheel state, the longer the cooldown. Elemental absorption. If Sayu comes into contact with Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, Electro, and while in her wind wheel state, she'll deal additional elemental damage of that type. Elemental absorption may only occur once per use of the skill. And yeah, I see your chats. I'm just going through all this right now. You who are Majina 30? The other super special technique of the Yuhu in charge, it summons a pair of helping hands for Sayu, deals animal damage to nearby opponents, and heals all nearby party members. The amount of HP restored is based off of Sayu's attack. The skill then summons a Muji Muji Dharma. Muji Muji Dharma. At specific intervals, the Dharma will take one of the several actions based on the situation around it. If the HP of nearby characters is above 70%, it will attack a nearby opponent, dealing animal damage. If there are active characters with 7% or less HP nearby, it will heal the active character with the lowest percentage HP left. If there are no opponents nearby, it will heal active characters nearby even if they have 7% or more HP. So she does not have a shield, which means I'm looking for... I mean, I guess it could be good for movement. I don't really have any more Glimmer users, so I guess I'll just slap that on her for now. Sucrose. Has precipitation, so that's just dealing extra AoE damage once in a while. She does swirl a lot, so I could put that on her. Energy recharge. That could also be good though. Barricades when switching characters. The new character taking the field has their attack increased by 24% for 10 seconds. I don't think I want that on her. In a storm and attack, increase damage against opposed by Hydro or Electro. So I'm just gonna put a gold orb on her. And she that's just downside. So same as all the other ones. Spirit Blade, Shenka's Layered Frost. Shingyun strikes the ground with his greatsword, causing a cryo explosion of circular AoE in front of him that deals cryo damage. After a short delay, the gold air created by the cryo explosion will coalesce into a Chungha frost field, within which all sword, claymore, and polearm rolling characters weapons will be infused with cryo. So he can just cause everybody to do cryo damage essentially. Spirit Blade, Cloud Parting Star. Forming the secret hand seal, Xingyun summons 3 giant spirit blades in mid-air that fall to the earth one by one after a short delay, assuming as they hit the ground. When the spirit blades explode, they will deal AoE cryo damage and launch opponents. And that's his expedition chimes. I'm just gonna take that off of Sayu because I prefer Shigendo over Sayu. Which means I have to go back to her. Dropped. Elemental Mastery, Fade Fire Thunder, no. Defeating opponent, restores HP, no. After using an elemental skill on hit, the little tries attack, deal additional damage equal to 6%. That works. And Sethos. Performs up to 3 consecutive shots with a bow. Charge attack performs a more precise aimed shot with increased damage. Flaming the power of electromagnetically around the arrowhead before the arrow was fired has different effects based on how long the energy has been charged. Charge level 1 fires off an arrow carrying the power of lightning that deals electro damage. Charge level 2 fires off a shadow piercing shot which can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to enemies along its path. After the shadow piercing shot is fully charged, so this cannot move around. So he basically becomes like a sniper or like an anti-tank rifle essentially. Ancient Rite, the Thundering Sands. Gathers the Might of Thunder, dealing AoE electro damage and quickly treating. If this attack triggers electro charge, then the charge, Superconduct, Overload, Quicken, Aggravate, Hyperbloom, or Electro Swirl Rex, and Sethos recovers a certain amount of elemental energy. So that can charge his burst pretty fast then. Secret Rite, Twilight Shadow Piercer. Perform a Secret Rite entering the Twilight Meditation state, during which Sethos' normal attacks will be converted to enemy piercing dusk bolts. Deal electro damage to opponents in its path, with damage increased based on Sethos' elemental mastery. Sethos can perform aim shots while in this state. Damage dealt by dusk bolts is experienced charge attack damage. This effect will be cancelled when Sethos leaves the field. So he also wants to do a lot of charge attacks then. So I can also give him a Plenius Warbell. Yao, the one I did not want. Is that like only the one character? Oh, I didn't even notice that Gaming was also a Claymore user. Yeah. Yao is my only Claymore user. Toss in turn spear. Our attack revives up to 4 consecutive spear strikes. Charge attack consumes a certain amount of stamina to lunge forward, dealing damage to opponents along the way. So, Raphinus Sky Cluster? Raphinus? Down level +3. From the current constellation. Aspa and Yuji? During mode, a special device created by a certain adeptus to help Yao solve her problems. This will be used differently and hold enters aiming mode to adjust throw direction. Yuji throwing mode. Throws out white jade radishes that will explode upon hitting characters or opponents, dealing danger damage to opponents with a certain AoE, and healing characters with the same AoE based on Yao's max HP. If a radish does not hit either an opponent or a character, the radish will remain where it is and explode on contact with character or opponent, or will explode after its duration expires. Using throwing mode will choose its radish throw targets. If all nearby characters have more than 70% remaining HP remaining, then it will throw the radish at a nearby opponent. If the characters have 7% or less HP remaining, it will throw the radish at the character with the lowest HP percentage remaining. If no opponents exist nearby, Yuji will also throw white jade radishes at the characters if they all have more than 7% HP and less than 100% HP remaining. Otherwise, it will throw radishes into the area randomly. The maximum of 2 instances of Yuji throwing mode can exist at one time. And Moonjade Descent. At the enjoyment of percent adeptus, Yuji's full potential can be unleashed in an emergency, dealing dendro damage to nearby opponents entering and in some sense unsurpassed Adeptal Legacy state. Adeptal Legacy, Light Jade Rashes gathered will be changed to heal and deal damage according to this skill. Explosions will heal all nearby party members, and the Dendro damage that they deal will be viewed as elemental burst damage instead. Summons Yuji Jumping Mode at intervals until their limit has been reached. The behavior of this version of Yuji is the same as that of Yuji Throwing Mode. In the elemental skill, Ravenous Sky Cluster Maxima 3 Yuji Jumping Mode can exist at one time. Yao's movement speed is increased by 50%. Yao damage Dendro resist will be increased. The Adeptal Legacy state will end once Yao is off field, and all remaining Yuji Jumping Mode will be cleared once the state ends. Sacrifices Staff, crit rate 2%. Untainted Desire. For 6 seconds after an elemental skill hits an opponent, attack is increased by 8%, and energy recharge is increased by 6%, max 3 stacks. This effect can be triggered even when the equipping character is off field. So another sub DPS open essentially. Microphone Sands, Woodfall again. And I'm surprised I actually have more Moonreaper's Dawns than Sacrifice Your Staffs at this point. I've got a lot of them at the beginning of doing the weapon variables. But for now, they can go ahead and go on her though. Unless there's actually good slams HP. Wow, I have no pole arms. They're literally all black tassels and sacrificer stuff. And now to read Kale's descriptions. Supplicant Spellmanship. Supplicant Spellmanship. Yeah. Performs up to 4 consecutive shots of a bow, performs a more precise aim shot with increased damage. While aiming, Dendro energy will accumulate on the arrowhead. A full charge arrow will deal Dendro damage. So nothing special there. Floral Brush. High level +3 from calculations. Those have a floral ring that deals 1 instance of Dendro damage to targets. It comes into contact with a floral ring will return after a set time, dealing Dendro damage once again. So it's just a boomerang and you throw it out, deal damage, and it comes back and deals more damage. Got it. Trump Card Kitty. Trusty Colin Amber comes to save the day, throws the doll named Colin Amber, causing an explosion that deals AoE Dendro damage. During its Colin Amber zone, Colin Amber will bounce around within the zone dealing AoE Dendro damage. And increase fighting stamina for a passive. So that's good for expiration. I don't think I want to put Rust on her. Because of the decreased charge attack damage. Like, I really need to find somebody who just does not want to do charge attacks. Maybe I'll change my lane there. But I could do Funniest Warbow and just have crits and energy recharge. And get burst a lot. Or I could do Slingshot, which I might do. If a normal or charged attack hits the target within 0.3 seconds of being fired, increase damage by 36%, otherwise increase damage by 10%. Because it's kind of like Rust, but instead of just buffing regular attack damage, it increases both of them as long as they're hit within a certain time period. And if I'm going to be near like the AoE like zone for a Colin Omber, I could just do that. And I think Kale might actually use the slingshot like it lore wise as well. I'm not certain. And crit rate would be nice too. So I'm going to do slingshot, and I have a lot of them, so I can go ahead and R5 that and increase it to 60 damage. I'll shot again. Just don't want to get rid of my R5s by accident. What do I want to put on Barbara? Don't think I want to put Anticipation on anyone right now. Energy Recharge could be nice. Because her first is the one that heals, right? Yeah, it heals your party members. I don't know what her elemental skill does exactly though. Normal attack performs up to 4 water splash attacks that deal hydro damage. Charge attack consumes a certain amount of stamina to deal AoE hydro damage. So, nothing special. Let the show begin. Summons water droplets or something musical notes that form a melody loop, dealing hydro damage to surrounding opponents and applying the wet status to them. Melody loop. On hit, Barbara's normal attacks fill your own party members and nearby teammates for a certain amount of HP, but scales with Barbara's max HP. On hit, Barbara's charge attack generates 4 times the amount of healing. Periodically regenerates your own active character's HP, applies a wet status to the character and to opponents who come in contact with them. This surround party members and nearby teammates for a large amount of HP that scales to Barbara's max HP. Okay, so she wants max HP, and she wants to be using her burst and skills a lot for healing. So I'll give her some lovely story for energy recharge. Unless there's another one that could be better for her, but I don't think I have one exactly for right now because I'm not using her as DPS. And Gaming. Don't have any 4 stars for him, but Bloodstained Greatsword is Bane of Fire and Thunder, so that's just increasing his pyro damage. And what does he actually do? Stellar Rend. Oh yeah, my friend might like that name. Performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, gains stamina over time to perform continuous spinning attacks. So same as everybody else. Bestial Ascent. Bounces forward using the Wushu. Yeah, Wushu art, leaping high into the air after coming into contact with a target or surface. After Gaming has used Bestial Ascent to rise into the air, if he immediately uses a plunging attack, he will use the especially powerful plunging attack, Charmed Cloud Strider, instead. Oh, yep, because he's like almost like a flying dragon. I get it. Plunging attack, Triumphed Cloud Strider. The damage from plunging attacks caused by Beastol's Scent is compared to pyro damage that cannot be overridden by other elemental infusions. Upon landing, Gaming will consume a fixed amount of HP. Gaming's HP cannot be reduced below 10% by this method. Triumphed Cloud Strider damage is considered plunging attack damage. So he wants to do plunging attack and pyro damage. Suanani's Gilded Dance. Gaming enters the Wushu stance, briefly applying pyro to him, recovering a fixed amount of HP, and summons his companion, the Sanui Manchai, to smash his target, dealing AoE pyro damage. Can't speak anymore. After bashing its target, Manchai will roll to a nearby location before moving towards Gaming. A links up of Gaming, Manshai will leave the field and reset the cooldown for Gaming's elemental skill, Bestial Scent. While the Wushu stance is active, his resistance to interruption is increased, and when Gaming lands with Triumphed Cloud Striker attack, or completes the forward pounce from the Bestial Scent over 50% HP, he will summon Manshai again. Each Gaming can only have one Manchai on the field simultaneously. This effect will be cancelled once Gaming leaves the field. So he's like bouncing around everywhere essentially with like the dragon and summoning his what I'm assuming is probably also kind of like a lion dragon. And the strength base during the day, 6 to 18. Your party members gain the Swift Stride effect, movement speed increased by 10%. Does not take effect in domains, Shuren's domains, or survivors. So he's also exploration based as well. Do I have a claymore that increases plunging damage? No, I do not. So we can go ahead and get the Unslain Greatsword then. I can archive that as well. Already archived hers. I can archive this as well. Archive Debate Club. I could refine the bell, and I don't really have any shielding characters in mind. That brings it up to 23. So I'll get that to R2. Yeah, I'll get that up to R2. And I still have 2 left over for now. I might refine it more later. Oh, and I didn't get that weapon yet. So 1 that increases elemental mastery. And if you recharge, Temple Burst grants a 12% increase to an attack and movement speed. Yeah, I could. That's just around Elemental Burst then. That's like crit build. Milestone. On hit, normal charge attack increases attack and defense by 4% for 6 seconds. Max 4 stacks. This effect can only occur once every 0.3 seconds. So that's just normal attacks. Yeah, physical damage bonus. I think I'm just gonna give her a Moon Reverse on right now, and she'll do more burst damage. And that does hit damage, energy recharge. I don't use her elemental burst that often. I mainly just use her as a sniper. So for now, I'll just R5 this to increase damage to weak spots. And I still don't have another Traveler's Sandy Sword to refine this. And that only works on PlayStation, so there's no use in doing that. And I'm not really focusing on burst either, and trying to do like a kind of tanky build for him. So I have weapon equips on everybody's now. But who do I want on my party for exploration team? Because right now I just have the starter characters equipped. So I think I'm going to keep the Traveler for right now. And I kind of want to keep it to Mondstadt characters until I get to leeway. But I did transfer Conquest, so I might as well, if I'm just going to explore, just focus on movement for now. So I can replace Amber with Ming.
Got it. I'll start my warm-up routine.
Movement speed boost. I could do Sayu for her skill as well. But I don't really like Sayu. I'll see how well Gaming's works before I do that. And that does give me resonance with Animo as well. I do want to use Kale, and she
I'll
does
ensure
have
your
the
safety.
gliding buff. And for
I want to
now,
help.
I'll do Sucrose for Animo.
Storm Terror.
Congratulations!
So if he just kind of pops forward like that then. Okay, so that is shorter than I expected though.
Alley-oop!
Let me switch this to Sayu and see how good her skill actually is.
Drat!
Because that is like really good movement, but I just don't really like Sayu that much.
I'm out of here!
Maybe once I get to Hizuna and I don't get more characters, I'll use Sayu. I'm also in Mondstadt and I want to use more Mondstadt characters anyways while doing this. Just for theming, so
I want to help.
The Sucrose.
Radish veggie soup.
I'm gonna do that. And I have a bunch of stuff to level up with now. Get you to level 20. And I can ascend. And claim Quaint Fate from that as well. I did get a new talent for that too. Last step, an all attack combo unleashes a wind blade, dealing 60% of attack as animal damage to all opponents in its path. So that's just a stock upgrade then. I can just get Sucrose to level 20 with the adventurous notes, or whatever they're called. I can't ascend her yet because I don't have the sense materials.
Animal test 6308.
So that's her skill. So yeah, I'll do elemental mastery over energy recharge then. I might switch up later. So that's the only animal damage goblet I have. At least does have a little bit of elemental mastery on it though. That's do I have. I really don't have artifacts on this account. Well, that's fine, I can just go and get some. I have to get to AR23 anyways. take off of Lisa just yet. I'll come back to that based off of what artifacts I have in other slots. So it looks like I'm mainly going with adventurers, I guess. Actually, does she scale off the attack level or anything? Based off of that? Wind Spirit Creation, normal attack roll up to 4 attacks using Wind Spirits, dealing Animo damage. Star's attack consumes a certain amount of stamina, then deals AoE damage, Animo damage at the short casting time. Cannot fucking speak. A stable Anamorphostasis Creation -6308. So that's just intended to be kind of sciencey and hard to read then. It creates a small wind spirit that pulls opponents and objects towards its location, flashes opponents within its AoE, and deals animo damage. So it pulls in and then launches them. Forbidden Creation is Somer 75/Type 2. Sucrose hurls an unstable concoction that creates a large wind spirit. While it persists, the large wind spirit will constantly pull in surrounding opponents and objects, launching nearby opponents and deal ammo damage. Elemental absorption. If the wind spirit comes into contact with pyro, cryo, electro energy, it will deal additional elemental damage of that type. Elemental absorption may only occur once per use. So yeah, it is like kind of reaction based, like I thought. Amatriko crafts character and weapon enhancement materials. He has a 10% chance to attain double the power. Oh, so she's good at alchemy like Albedo. So that's their thing. Do I have anything I can switch hamper to? Exile Berserkers Adventuring. So that will make a difference if I have 2 adventures on here then. And I just don't have really any good stuff on here for attack percent. I can't remember why I want Elemental Mastery on her. I guess I just don't have attack percent flowers. Huh. But at least that goes for a piece set bonus. And now I can put the Exile's Feather on her too. I forgot the invite bonus to check the... I can just switch to any one of these if I'm not using her right now. That kinda sucks. $51, do I have any energy recharge? I'll go with energy recharge on this one then.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous territory in all of Vector.
And then you have a switch over. And I get more return from that, and some a little bit more XP. Actually, with that, I can go ahead and just get both Nefer and Tagnari to level 20. Is there any quest I want to do? This is the one that introduces you to Jingling, if I remember correctly. Or actually... What domains do I have? I should probably do my dailies actually now that I'm ready. I was about to go jump into a domain. What do I have going on in here? I'll do that after I do my dailies.
Animal test 6308.
Really dodged that guy. And how did I miss that? I forgot about the hold for a second.
How the...
And probably almost got one shot, so...
Absorption test.
Wind blade!
And that guy's got... Actually... Oh, you're right. Forgot about you. I should probably just try this first.
Animal test 6308.
And Kali said...
Forest Ranger. Forever. Absorption test. Don't break my glasses. Swirl, Mark 2. Yeah.
Is there anything I missed on the ground? Some raw meat. And Kali gets a tweet brighter. I need to do some cooking. They should have a pot somewhere around here. Or you would think so. Unless I'm just blind and missed it somewhere. That's a little bit of healing. Because obviously, I need to kill innocents in order to feel my bloodlust. I mean, how else am I gonna get stronger? It's a fantasy world. Wow, I didn't know that one of Elon's child was gonna learn how to speak Hilly-Trullian. And they call her a scholar too. Is he unless as a scholar as her dad is? Amber. Amber's the one that taught me that, surprisingly. Politely, she says. Would it be polite if I greeted them with a sword? Should I try reading that? I guess I can. Bia yi ya pufu dada masi. Plama yi apadada. Dala buru yo. Kan ladan pa niha kucha. Kundala gusha. Ha ha ha. Bia yi. Plata yi pufu. Movo anta ni kucha. Ni dada tia montino. Tino?
Stand clear.
Wind blade!
Yeah. Don't touch. Animal test 6308.
That was far enough.
Yeah!
That's getting a little bit of extra strong damage to the end there.
Yeah!
Stand clear.
This one actually has a bot I can put with. After I'm done talking to Musk Child. I mean, it is interesting that somebody's trying to speak Haley trolling him, though, I guess. Yes, switch to Barbara. Okay, I have other pretty much right. I guess I'll do King Finger. Got 3 specialty to survive that too. Did I buy all the recipes that are available at Good Hunter? Oh yeah, nice to have the Holy Life. Can I actually use that for anything at some point? Or is that just a throwaway item? I'm just gonna open here.
Yeah.
Give me a beat.
Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations! Many happy Hey, what gives? Ta.
Absorption test.
Wind blade. Yeah. Yeah.
And I got you. I think I catch this all. And there goes Tommy. Nice. Actually, I think I can use back now.
Still breathing.
And just almost instantly dead. Oh, there it goes.
Animo test 60.
I do not have a stone charged.
Wind blade.
Just frozen for like a second there. Actually, not even that. It's close for like half a second. And also defeat Iron's Fall.
At the ready.
Which means I'm going to switch back to
I'll
y'all
keep an
for a
eye on
bit.
you.
Actually, I'm gonna level y'all up too.
Hmm.
I'll be sure by the notification. actually want to say that. A lot of XP. Is that better than colors, actually? No, 20%, yeah. So they're the same. Can I make it up with shredded code? There it is.
Let it rain. Get him. I'll race you there. Go, go, Barrack Bunny! Heep, heep. Huh?
Oh, that went by pretty fast. Yeah. More and more, and XP. And I did Battle Pass quest. Nope. Doctor's Handbook, there we go. It's just telling me to go find the rewards. Or I can get that. $24 and $50. Well, 1500 and 22 and yeah. Well, every second I guess. But still helpful. And I definitely need more food anyways. And might as well. And got Noel specialty disc. Lighter than air pancake. Two more and I can get proficiency. already got the. What was it called? Yeah, I already got the Memory of Roving Gales. Not got the Sword of it yet.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
That's
Moon pie.
just the one for
That's what I'll make
Genjo
tonight.
or Animo. Can't remember.
Ad Astra.
Oh, I never claimed I ever drank 21 words. Oh, crit rate. That's good. HP and attack is mediocre though. Oh, I did all the cooking, so yeah. And now I can get Kali up to level 20 as well. Because she was dying way too quickly. I still think I wouldn't have to use a bunch of XP, but I'm not really against it. Oh, that's cute. I'm assuming that's like Chow Mei, or his like summon friend. And get Downing to level 22. I'll do an injury charge on him. Yeah. I might move that around at some point. Traveling doctors or adventurers. Guess I'm gonna go traveling doctors. Because I get the set bonus, I can heal a little bit with burst as well. Yeah, just crit damage, traveling doctors. Wish I had something better though. Because I don't want to take it off of Kaya just yet. I could do EM and crit rate on this though. Well, EM crit damage. Sucrose has a good one. EM. This one has just more elemental mastery for his substat than this has as a main stat, so. And he has more HP than the other one. A lot more. I'll take it off of Amber, I'll just swap them. Amber's kind of meh to me, and I'm kind of growing on Gaming, so probably gonna be using her a lot during Leeway, too. That would be better. Still don't want to take anything off the Kaya though. So 14 EM, 2.2 energy recharge, and 7.3 crit damage, so not too bad for what I have. And Kali wants to do like AoE dendro damage. Why not? Crit rate. I think that's... yeah, that's the only crit rate main set I have, so that's probably staying. Dendro damage. I have no dendro damage. But I do have 17 EM. I put no crit rate. Any energy recharges substats? No. So that's... no, wait. Set bonus. Attack, elemental mastery. Don't really have much right now, so that's the best I can get. Still want the set bonus though. And I want to keep the crit rate circle. So 39 EM, 19 attack, crit rate 3.5, sadly no dendro bonus. I could tackle Dragon Spine. We'll try to at least. Or actually, did I get what I needed to send you? Yeah, actually that was perfect.
Finally! A breakthrough in my bioalchemy research.
Balance conversion. This sucrose triggers a swirl reaction. All characters in the party with the matching element, excluding sucrose, have the elemental mastery increased by 50 for 8 seconds. Oh, so that's actually good. I'll hold off on leveling up again for now. Oh yeah, claiming the
Wind go with you.
Oh, that's giving me Bruno gems. So I should probably do that. Weapon materials. And I haven't done any of those, so I need to do those as well. So I'll start with this one, I guess. Check my button in here. I'm kind of rocking with this team. Nothing behind me. There. I can just go along the sides very carefully if that works. I definitely should have read the description then.
Yep. Heep. Heep.
Do you think I'd be able to just trigger that with Electro? Oh, it's Conductor, I have a break.
you can't keep up with. He. Hup. He. Hup. Hup. Whoa.
Just blow up already.
Huh? Stand clear.
Come a little closer.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
I was not trying to do that.
No escape!
I knew there was gonna be electronic lines I might suspect. But, actually this works. I thought it was gonna be a bit slow. How did I miss that? Did I miss it? Oh. Why are you zooming in on that one game? It's supposed to actually give me a check for stuff like this. Or any hidden chest. Like that. Yeah, I sure got everything back there.
Get him! Animo test 6308. Hip. 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 Yeah.
You're in for a little shock.
Huh? Get. Hip. Hip.
Come a little closer.
Get.
Come on. And I poked out a bit too early there. Got hit by this guy. That works. There's nothing around here, right? Seems like it. So that's the, like, final trial, I guess. And all of these are based off of elemental reactions. Yay!
Race you! Let the show begin. Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan. Ink. Help! My dinner is attacking me. Nice and spicy.
That was a little slow.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Dodge this!
Nice and spicy.
Freeze!
Out of the frying pan, into...
Cool it! Don't get frostbite!
And that was a lot faster. I mean, this will get a bit of XP and do some more out of this.
Nice and spicy.
Hip, hip, dip, hua, hip.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Don't be such a brute. Hip, hup, hup. Yep, hip.
Nice and spicy.
Hip, yeah. Hup, hup. Dip, hip, hip.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Hip, yep.
He just doesn't want to charge me when I want him
Booba,
to.
get them.
Hup, hip, hup.
Give me the big groups, not
Dinner's attacking me!
just single-minded trolls. Oh, there we go. I mean, that would have gone faster, but I just got annoying at the end. Now on to superconduct.
You've been a naughty boy.
Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's spark things up a little.
Pretty sure that one was actually the fastest. Electrocharged.
I'll protect us. Let the show begin.
Come a little closer.
Decently fast. Frozen.
Let's dance.
Freeze! Cool it!
Not a good chunk of comeback. Going after that thing. Four more.
Let the show begin.
And one shot. On to crystallize now. It's just gonna go like a step by step. Fine, if you
Nice
want to
and
shoot at me.
spicy! Boba, get them!
Freeze! Cool it!
Come on. Shoot me. Just one more. There we go. And finally, swirl. Last one before the actual trial.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
No, hold up. Cat. I really gotta
Stand clear!
Don't be ready to do that.
Yeah! Absorption test. Yeah. Nice and spicy.
I was just trying to traverse so I can swirl it. Oh yeah. And now the actual trial. I can probably complete this still.
Ready when you are.
That was the wrong button, but here we go.
hit, get, whoa, hip, here, hit, hop, hit, whoa, hop, hit. You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much. Get,
Come on.
hit, hop, here.
Windblade!
Come a little closer.
Are you happy getting it?
You're in for a little shock.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hit. Whoa. Hit, hit. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Here. Hit. Get hip. Hop. Hit. Whoa. Hop. Get. You're in for a little shock. Hit. Here. Hit. Hip. Hit. Here. Hop. Hip. Hop. Get. Hip. Come a little closer. Hop. Hop. Hit. Get. Whoa. Hip. Whoa. Hit. Hit. Surrendering.
Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to level my characters up to do that. I could definitely do it. It's just the time limit that's gonna get me on that. But yeah, for now I'm gonna end the stream there, and I'll probably come back later tonight maybe and do this. Because I still need to actually get to AR23 to start Leeway's Archon quest. But I definitely won't disappear for as long as I did last time, so see you then.